I've got a couple questions for all my track and field fans out there. What made you a fan of watching track and field? And what is a moment that drew your attention to the sport?
I think, the ability to be the best, like coming from nothing, and like, also I like the art of it, like watching people master the art, the mechanics, and learning how to, master their bodies in real time. So that's the big thing I really appreciate about track. Yeah, I think it was like Michael Johnson. I used to love Michael Johnson back in the days because I used to run kind of like this with my back out like this a little bit, have my head in the sky. And I ran the 400 too a little bit at the time. And the 200 was my favorite event, and he was the fastest man ever to run the 200. I was a huge Michael Johnson fan.
I don't enjoy watching it all the time. I think it moves a little slow at times, but when it is lit and when it is intense, like that's some of the most heart-throbbing, like, oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Today, 2 men, 1 track, 1 curve, 150 meters. And when the sun sets on this one, either Donovan Bailey or Michael Johnson will be able to say, I am the world's fastest man.
Especially when you know it's someone fast, you know the intensity, you know the want and the drive to win, especially if it's like an Olympic final or world championship final, or state meet. The intensity of the actual and the environment of the actual meet plays a huge role in those different situations. So I think that's a time that I like to watch the meets.
Was there a moment that ever captured your attention?
This weekend, all these girls running 49s. Like, how do you have 4 girls from 4 schools going almost sub 50?
I love it 100%. I watched the NCAA championships. I love the girls more than I love the boys. I love them both, but I love the girls more. I love them more.
They popping right now.
Oh, they popping. They popping. It's fun to push yourself to that limit and then to just go out there and just do things that aren't normal. Because what everybody's doing right now, like everybody that just competed this past weekend, like they went way above what's the normal standards are. So
for me, what you said was kind of similar to me. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, we're in the Caribbean, and so we don't often get to see our people win because y'all people are beating us up all the time.
Like though, running against the Trinidadians, on how much did they exert some energy out of you?
None. I was really soft,
But like the 1 or 2 times when our people be winning, and I saw that when I was younger, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this for my country too.
Just like the competitiveness, like just watching that, like from the stands, or if you right next to the race, you can just like, you get hyped. Like everyone's up jumping, like who's gonna cross the line, like you can just, it's just competitive for it.
It could always be something that goes wrong, like whether it's a bad stick exchange or somebody just not having a good day, or like it's a bunch of it, like it's a lot of different outcomes that it could come down to just by like little things in track. Like it's so technical.
I can't say I do it all the time, but if I ever see it on, I'm definitely all in. I like to watch. I think it's cool. I think after I started training with FastU, I think it definitely made me want to watch more because I'm like, okay, I know a little bit more about it. I know people that actually run track, and so it got me a little bit more involved in watching it. But I like to see the big names run, and I like to see like records broken.
Gay's coming but can't catch him. Usain Bolt as the 3rd most popular athlete in the world behind Tiger Woods and David Beckham.
I think that's what's like sports about.
So I will never forget walking into my classroom the day after Usain Bolt ran that 9:69 in no weight in Beijing. I'll never forget the sense of pride and joy that I felt in being a Jamaican. So a little bit of backstory. Both of my parents are from Jamaica, but I was born in the States. And so I always try to find a way to keep that connection with Jamaica. And when Usain Bolt ran that 9:69, there was nothing you could tell me. We were the fastest people in the world. And it just gave me just this sense of pride, this sense of joy. Like, man, this is my tiny little island that is on the big stage. And it was amazing to me. And so that was the moment that really drew my attention. We used to watch track and field before, but that really drew my attention. And now I couldn't wait to go see it. I couldn't wait to see what Bolt was going to do. And so what kept me there was just continuing to watch the sport. And I love to travel. I love to learn about different cultures. And so track and field, even though it's an individual sport, it's a global sport. And I believe that it brings people from different walks of life together. You won't have somebody from South Africa, you might have somebody from Brazil, you might have somebody from Jamaica, you have somebody from England, from all types of different countries, different continents, all running together. And that is a beautiful thing to me. And that's what I love about track and field now, is that you can turn on the TV and you can see somebody from different cultures and you can learn about just some of the things that they do, you know, based on what the commentators say or whatever. But that's why I love to watch track and field, and that's what I love about the sport.